Hey there, so today I'm just going to do a quick review of this here. Dr. Otech, if that's how you pronounce that, metal detector MT99, ultra lightweight junior metal detector. So this isn't a discriminating metal detector. It's sort of more of a introduction for kids really, or for sort of people who aren't going to take it too serious. If you're looking for something like a discriminate one, you know, you should look at maybe a Garrett Ace2 or Garrett 250, I think it is, something like that. So all metal, it only does all metal. You can't discriminate, as I just said, with a lovely shovel, and requires one 9-volt alkaline battery, not included. Okay. So inside the box, then we get the lovely shovel as advertised, and we get this here, so try and get it all in. Okay, so it folds down to probably about 70 centimeters. And just take it out of the packet. Okay, so we get this here, a metal detector, user guide. Really and truly, if it doesn't discriminate, there's not an awful lot. It shows you how to put the battery in, and it gives you some of the functionality. So very, very simple to operate this here. First of all, we'll go on to the lovely shovel. Okay, so in here we have a molded plastic. It's quite a hard plastic shovel with a little silicone grip there. It's actually quite nice. You know, it's quite sharp. It's quite pointed. You should be able to dig into the ground with it quite easily. It feels very tough. It's well molded. I suppose it gives you up to 4 inches deep. So the whole thing's probably about 6 inches in the front of it. So yeah, seems pretty good. Seems good and solid. Should hold up to a bit of abuse. Okay, and then onto the metal detector. So the coil on it is rounded. I'm not too sure if it's waterproof. I highly doubt it for this sort of money. Let's see. No, it wouldn't be. It's not like potted or anything around that there, so it wouldn't be waterproof, I don't think. It says waterproof, so we'll give it the benefit of the doubt. The one thing there that I did notice is that there's quite a lot of cable there, sort of folded up in there, if you can see that. You know, too much bending this back and forward may sort of cause a little bit of an issue there, but these here points here then tighten off. So once you get the angle you want for whatever sort of height you are, you can then tighten these off so that you're giving it an even distance off the ground across the whole coil. Okay. I like to leave a bit of slack in it so that if I'm sort of wanting to change angle, I can just tap the front of it and it changes it to a steeper angle, or I can hit the back and it gives me a shallow angle depending on what way I'm using it. Okay, so that's the head. This bit here is the telescopic, so we wind that round and then we can extend it out to its full length. There's no indicator as to when it is its full length, so you're just going to have to sort of wing it, I think. Okay, so that's it extended. So it probably extends to about, from the tip of the coil, it probably extends to about maybe 120. I think I'm overextending it here because it's not really tightening that much. A little sort of indicator as to when you had reached the maximum would have been nice, because I can't actually get it back in there. Alright, okay, so that there's a bit fitter, to be honest. It could have been easier, but yeah, it's done now. Okay, so on to the main bit. So then we have our display here, we have our handle, the battery goes in there on the side of it, 9-volt battery into a battery snap, screws in, and then we have our on button. Okay, so we switch this button up, and that turns it on, and we can see the arrow is finding metal because there's metal all over the place in my office here. So it gives a battery indicator, and it gives the arrow, and then in the bottom of it, it flashes green and red. Sorry, I'll turn it off. It flashes green and red depending on what you find. So I'll take it down and we'll try and find some coins and bits and pieces down at, say, the beach. So bear with me for the second part of the review. Hey there, so excuse the auto here, it's pretty windy. So I'm just down at the beach and I've prepared this little bit of sand. So we have 4 items here, sort of ranging from just under the surface to probably about 5 inches down, 6 inches, which is really probably all you're going to expect from something of this grade. So we'll give it a go anyway and see what we can find. So we'll switch it on. Okay, and you can see it scanning. The little green LED there, if you can see it, is sort of green. So we'll just hover it sort of maybe an inch off the ground, so that the coil is nice and flat, and we'll just do slight sweeping movements across the sand until we get some sort of a ping from it. Okay, so we can see here, sorry, excuse. Okay, so we'll just mark a little line there. Now what we do is we come around this side. And we mark a little line, okay? So we'll just set that aside. So in here somewhere then, should be, oh, there it is, yeah. 10p, okay? So we'll keep going. Okay. Okay, so we've been over this bit of ground quite a lot. I'm actually touching the ground now with the metal detector, okay? Now, over here for instance, I'll just show you now, it's not picking up anything else. I'm actually touching the ground, okay? So the coin there was pretty much sitting on the surface. This here, however, has been through this whole area and has deemed there's nothing there. So we'll switch it off and turn it back on. We're just doing a couple of runs. No, so it's not getting anything, okay? So if I switch that off and set it down and start to go over the sand again to try and find the things I left on it, you can see like that there is a little Allen key. So it was literally about an inch down, possibly. So I'll leave that there uncovered now just to see if it picks it up now. So switch it back on. No, so it's just not picking it. It's sort of picking it up, but not really. You know, if I was even 2 inches above that, I nearly need to be touching it before it picks it up. So that's not great. Now there was a couple of other items. There was a penny, which is about 4 inches down. I think it was over here somewhere. But it's just not picking it up at all. And there was a ball bearing, which doesn't come any more metallic than a ball bearing. So we'll try and find these here and to just show you how deep they were down, okay? Okay, so so the penny was down probably about 2 inches in the bottom of this wee cove like that there, okay? And it didn't pick it up at all, okay? So we'll just leave it in there. I'll leave it flat, which is the best case scenario for coins, okay? And we'll try it now when it's uncovered. So I'm probably about maybe 3 inches above it, and it's just not picking it up at all. Yeah, there's nothing there at all. So if you have any coins that are sort of copper based coins like that there, just a standard penny, it picks it up there if I wave it sort of in front of the coil, but I wouldn't hold your hopes out unless it's literally touching the coil. Okay, now there was a ball bearing somewhere on the beach in here I'd buried. Chances of me finding it now are probably really slim. Yeah, I think it's gone. So yeah, pretty disappointing. I thought the performance would have been a lot better, to be quite frank. I've had cheap metal detectors before and they've just outperformed this really. Yeah, so a bit disappointed, but I've actually lost the ball bearing, so I'll have to go up home and get my proper metal detector to come down and now find it, which is not what I had in mind. So there you have it, a review of the, what is it, Dr. O-Tech cheapo metal detector, which unless it's touching the coil, you're not going to find it. So thanks for watching.